Morning everybody, it's Monday morning. I'm at home. I've just been tinkering on. I've got the I brought the hammock home yesterday, so that I put in the bottom of the garden where the sun is all day. So I've just about to put that up. I'll show you what it's like afterwards. What I'm doing this morning, I'm going to pot up my giant onions. The last batch that I've got in the shed there. I'm going to pot them into airpots, and I'm going to show you how to set the airpots up in the correct manner and the reason why. A lot of people, the first mistake they make is put them together upside down, and I'll hold my hands up because I did exactly the same until I was told otherwise. So I've just knocked this up, brought it from home, got the hammock up so the kids and Leslie can jump in it and just chill and enjoy the sun in the evening. The back here, my little flower bed, it's got the tulips all up. They were supposed to be a mixture of white and purple, but it's got a majority of white. I did actually try and pull them all up, but it looks like I missed a few. The peas that me and Kyle put in are coming up fantastic, as you can see there, all the way down. So that's a good start. How kids? Kyle, your peas are up, son. You got your peas down here? Ooh, did you? Good, good.
I've got my dolly.
Got the shed door open there to get some fresh air in, but they're the onions that I'm going to be potting on today. The ones that's in the back there. These things here are called airpots. You can get them in many forms. You can get seedling trays, you can get 1 litre, 2 litre, 3 litre, all the way up to you can get 30, 40 litres, 50 litres even, bucket towers, potato buckets. The whole concept of these is that, as you can see, they've got cones on the outside. They're coned with holes on the end. And the reason for this is that when the roots hit the outside, they'll do what's called air pruning. So the end of the roots will burn off. And that basically creates more fibrous roots, smaller roots on the main root stem, so that they can take in more water, more nutrients and more feed, leading to a larger plant. So that's the idea behind them. So this is one that I've put up all together. So that's already up and it's the right way around. Now let me explain. This is how they come. They come flat packed like that. You get the base and also a screw clip as well. Now when you're putting these up, what you need to make sure is you've got the right side up the right way. Now as you can see, there's holes from the bottom there all the way to the top. Now how I can tell that that's the bottom and that's the top is that because the top 2 rows here don't have any holes in the top. Now this is for watering, so you want to be filling the soil up to this level here so that you can water from the top. That's the reason as to why you put them this way around. So that is the reason why, as you can see at the top here, there's no holes in the top of them ones, but there is in the bottom of there, so the water can stay in the top. Right, so I've got 12 of these to put up. I've already got one and a fair few underneath the rubbish heap there, just done. So I'm going to do the rest of these now. That's them all done. I've got 12 there ready to go. I've got one spare, and I've got a few more at the back there as well, which I can use another time. So I'm going to get all of these filled up and I'm going to get them sorted out. Unfortunately, I don't have my camera stand, so I'm going to get me 1 litre, the onions in the 1 litre pots from the shed, and I'm going to put them into these 3 litre pots, and I'll show you what they're like afterwards. That's that done. So I've got 12 of my quality onions, the last lot of quality onions that I did pot, I set away, sorry, in 3 litre pots. Now these are probably around about 10 weeks behind. 10 to 12 weeks, which is it's a shame, but it is what it is. Luckily there's no shows, so these will just be used for eating and also for stock over the coming years. So we'll see what we'll get out of them. I've got them marked, so I know what's what. These 7 are from the quality B head, these are from the A head. They're pretty much all from the same, the A and B are from the same plant. So I'm expecting these to all be, obviously these are all from the same onion that I put back for seed. But yeah, they're coming along all right. I am happy with the way they are. I've got them put in a Clover Professional in air pots. I put the base at the bottom hole, because air pots you cannot really water from the bottom. So I've put them right at the bottom, and that's enough so that the water can go through the bottom gaps there and it can draw up. So we'll see what happens with that. That's a pretty deep deep tray, and anyway, so I can just fill that right up if need be. These trays I actually got off once again, I've got these off Rob Gallen. So something else that he helped me with when I need, which was absolutely fantastic of him to do. But everything else in here is coming along nicely now. Things are evening out, so that I've got just the right amount of stuff in here. So 12 3 litre air pots. I've got all the giant onions here, which are going to be potted up not for long. In fact, let's have a look. So So you can see if I can lift these up. What's the roots like? There's roots coming at the bottom there. Coming at the bottom. So not be long until they're potted up. So I best get my finger out and get some more pots sorted out. These two big ones will be going down to the allotment not long. They're not bulbing out yet, which I don't know why, but I might have to put some specialist feed in for bulbing, but they're getting there. Happy. Sunflower competition for the hashtag sunflower competition 2020, hosted by Nick's allotment. I'm going to start potting on these sunflowers because let me show you. So here in the Agriland trainer, I've getting 98% germination, which is fantastic, absolutely great. And if I look underneath here, I try to do this with one hand, you see the roots are at the bottom and they're ready to go. Well, some of them are not. So I'm going to transplant the ones that's ready to be potted up into the smaller pots here, and we'll have a look and see what they're like. So this is dead straightforward and dead easy. All I do is squeeze, because it's not quite sitting, it's not pushed in here, it's just sitting on the lip there. So if I push that side in, push that side in, push it down, we should have little plugs like that. Look at that. So easy. Fantastic. It's a great little bit of kit. The only one thing I would say with it is it would be handy to have like a potentially like a, not a larger, but more spaces in between for the larger type of plants. But for just starting seeds off, it's a fantastic little unit, which is very stress-free because you can water from below. You've got a cracking little propagator lid to go on the top to start them off, and also ease of use. Put the seeds in, turn it around, done, sorted. Very easy, very simple. So I'm going to pot these up, the ones that's ready, into these pots, and that'll be me done. Oh, so good. I tell you what, this is just so dead straightforward. I paid $14.99 for this down when I was at Malvern. I know that Martin Finnemore got one as well. I don't know how you're finding yours, Martin, but I think this is a blast for certain things. It's dead straightforward and dead easy. I mean, I'm just potting on, like I said, you could start these seeds in these pots, but the space it saves as well is fantastic, and just how easy it is to pot on. Just dead straightforward. There we go. There's one done. Make a hole. I'm doing this with one hand. That's how dead straightforward it is. Push down in the hole. Another one done. You don't leave them too big, obviously, because you don't want the roots to be damaged or anything like that. But it's a very handy piece of kit. So I'm going to continue on and get the rest of them done, and I'm going to reuse this for something else. Another good job done. So I'm very happy with that, and very the way in which the Agriland root trainer has performed. I will be using that again in due course when I find out what seeds I can put in it. But here is one of my big problems as a gardener, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate as well. There's 38 sunflowers there. I don't know where I'm going to put 38 sunflowers. Not only have I got 38 sunflowers on there, I've also got 13 sunflowers there from my own saved seed, and also Titan sunflowers there as well. So 3, 6, 9, 12. So not 13 there's not 26 sunflowers there. So I best start thinking about where I'm going to put all of these sunflowers. Like I say, I'll probably give a few away to friends and family and neighbours and things. But in the meantime, that's another task done. I do need to get inside here tidied up. But there is plans for that to be done first week of May, once I get the leeks out. I'm going to go back inside. I'm going to sort out my seeds. I'm going to see what I've got I can sow now. And I might even start off my tomatoes. So then I'm going to sort out with potatoes tomorrow as well. I have decided just to do nothing else for the rest of the day now. I'll get the seeds ready for tomorrow, and I'll get the starter sown in the morning. So I'm signing off for today. Just enjoying 5 minutes in the hammock. Hello, good morning. It's been about lunchtime. The kids have been sorted for the schoolwork this morning, thanks to Leslie. In here I've spent about 45 minutes tidying up. I've got a bit of bench space now, as you can see behind us. Also got this bench clear off as now as well. Reorganised everything. I've got the carrots here. I've even found my loofahs as well. I think I found my loofah seed, so I've popped that in this morning very quickly. Put a cup over the top for a bit extra heat, little grow room. I found a begonia as well, so I've popped that in. See how things go with that. I've popped some more Joe's Long Chili in as well. And basically I've got all my sunflowers set and lined up down the backyard behind these carrots, which you can't see. And I've had to sort out the carrots as well, because the bottoms, the newspaper, the ones with single sheets, have obviously the water is getting to them, the bottom, and they've deteriorated away quicker than I expected. So of getting them sorted out. I'm going to go down to the garden and I'm going to go and plant me giant cabbage. So I'm going to get the ground prepared for that and get everything sorted with that. I've had a look through my last year's video to see what I did, and I've got everything that I need for that as well. So I'll see you down at the allotment. Right, down the plot. First task I'm going to get done is get these cabbages in. It looks like they've been caught by the cold spell. Maybe it was a bad idea bringing them out hard enough, but they're out, it's done now. I'm going to get the green stuff taken off, mesh put, the holes dug, filled up and sorted out, then pop them in. Should take about an hour, maybe less. So I've just de-weeded all across the top here. I'm going to get these taken out. I've got my feeds down here, which is 6x manure. I've got some blood, fish and bone, fish, blood and bone, whatever you want to call it. I've got some Vitax Q4 flour and veg, and I've got some calcified seaweed as well, which I'm going to pop into the holes as I'm planting out. So let's get this done. All 8 cabbages in today. So after planting them 4 cabbages at the side there, I'm forgetting one ingredient for the feed. I'm forgetting to put the Nutrimate in. So I'll do the Nutrimate with these 4 cabbages and see if there's any difference in regards to that neither. What I'm doing is I'm top dressing with a lime and some hen pellets as well. So I need to get the rest of these 4 in as well and work out what I'm going to do to cover them. So before I put the second lot out, I'm going to sort out this tunnel very quickly. So I'm going to put the mesh on the back window and mesh on the door, temporary. Right, might not be able to see, but I've got the mesh on the front. Just like I say, it's just temporary measure till I get the framework and stuff, wood for the door and stuff like that. So it's got a few hooks, one there, and one at the top there. Obviously 4 across the top. I've stapled the top section on because that can stay on there, and on this side as well. Got a few hooks, so I can just hook it off and then just take it to one side, or I can roll it up and put it on the top and just hook it over the top. The bottom section here, I just put a bit of wood to go over the top. That'll do. Right, take it on the back. And there's the back window done as well. So that's nice and taut. It's done on the inside, stapled on the inside. So that's sorted out. So next even temporary measure, that will do nicely. Right, cabbages are in. That's that sorted. Give them a good drink as well. I'm going to get my railway spike, my fence spikes. I'm going to cover over the top with the green mesh, and then that's them in and them done. And move on to the next task. Well, time's getting away from us. I'll show you the reason as to why, and that's me done for today. So the cabbages are in. The netting's over the top. I've basically stitched these 2 pieces together instead of doing them one over the other. One over one and one over the other. I just covered both beds and get down the sides to both edges, so it's all right. I stitched the 2 together with a bit of nylon rope all the way down, and that took a little while as well. So I've got them over there. Ideally I want to get like a polytunnel frame and just mesh it over, so I can move the polytunnel frame back and forward as well if need be. But that's that done. I've screwed some screws down the side, and when the time comes I'll pop a bit of wood across the pallet collars just to support the cabbages. It's an idea I had just for what I've got. So yeah, they're all in. They're in about a month early than last year, which is great. So I'm getting that done. Of course, as you already seen, like I say, temporary measure, door is on. I've just got it lifted up at the minute so I can get in and out. So that's done, and also the back window's done. I've also Made a shelf at the top there as well. I've put these support braces in at the top. So this is solid at the top here, and that means I've got all of this space up here, which is a lot warmer, so I can put all my seeds into from the greenhouse into the top of here. Fantastic. And I can just take them down when a need be. So happy with that. So of course they're not going to be staying up there because they'll cast a shadow on the beds, which I don't want to happen. So obviously they'll stay up there until I get the seeds ready to go, and then that's that done. Because me and Leslie, like I said, I think I mentioned earlier, we've sowed a lot of flower seeds as well, so I can actually bring them from home off the windowsills and I can put them on the top, which is very, very handy. But that's it for me today. I did want to get the other polytunnel, one bed sorted out, but my time has run out. So I'm going to make a good plan for when I've got next few mornings off, and I'll get that sorted as I progress. So I'll see you over the next few days. Morning guys, Wednesday morning. It's about 6:05 in the morning. I was woken up last night, so I've got work at 11:30, so I thought I'd come down and get a crack on before the kids got up and stuff, so I can help them out with their schoolwork this morning. So the only task I want to get done this morning is the polytunnel, the old one. I want to get the bed ready and the plastic down, the holes cut, ready to go for the leeks to go in. Basically, I might even get the 5 leeks potted out. I don't know yet. See what happens, but that's the plan for this morning, anyways. Right, that's the bed all prepared, all levelled off. As you can see, I've fed the bed with some more hen manure pellets, and I've given it a good watering as well. So I've gotten that side, all of this side all done. It's all prepared, ready to go for the black and white plastic to go on, which is exactly what I'm going to do now. This is not probably one of my least favourite jobs to do because it's a stretch, and that's another lesson learned, and the reason as to why I'm changing the beds. Might not be only changing the beds in here in the coming years, but also in the big polytunnel as well, the new one. But let's get it done in any case. Right, the next step is to mark the holes out exactly where I want them to be. Luckily, I've cut off a section here, which is 20 inches long, and that's the space between the leeks I'll have. And that should give me 9 leeks across the front. As you probably remember last year, I put 45 leeks in here, double rows. I think there was 12 per row. There was just not enough space for them to grow, and they didn't get as big as I would like them to. So what I'm doing is I'm playing it safe this year, especially with the other tunnel. I don't have to have everything thrown into this tunnel this year, so I'm going to do it right first time as well. So get this marked out, get the holes cut, jobs are good. So there we go, good job done, 20 inches apart. I just need to dig the holes out, put the pots in, and they're ready to go. And we'll see what time it is now. Might even get these 5 leeks in. But I hear you say, why are you putting them at the front, Dean? Well, there's a plan. There's a method in the madness. This is a big bed, really big bed. And like I say, I could have done another 9 at the back. I could have done, because like I say, less but more space, as long as they're 20 inches apart, should be fine, but I don't need to. So what I'm going to do, instead of wasting the space in the bed, I'm going to put onions in buckets at the back. And what I was planning on doing was using a system for automatic watering, feeding it from outside for the onions themselves and let them drink when they want to drink. Now, inspiration I got from this was from Rob Gallen, when I used to pop up and see him. Like I say, that Rob's unfortunately passed away. It's actually a funeral today, so Hawk was out there, all his family and friends and things today. Inspiration I got from Rob was doing an automatic watering system. I'd already thought about it, what to do, but he just put everything from my head into actual motion. And I'll pop a couple of pictures up now so you can see exactly what I mean. So we've got like the guttering itself. So one long piece of guttering held together by two long bits of wood. The tank on the outside, cap the ends of the guttering off. And on the bottom of the pots, I didn't think of this, but the bottom of the pots, you can put a little hole so that we can put like a cup or something underneath, so that that can sit into the water and act as a wick for the rest of the plant. So it can just take it up as and when needed. And there's a ball joint on there as well. It's a cracking little setup, and I want to mimic that as well. So yeah, that's what I'm planning. That's what I'm going to plan to do in the back. If it doesn't come to fruition this year, I'll get it sorted another time, but that's what I'm going to be doing and seeing how we progress this year and also the years to come. Man, let's get them in. It's only 5 to 8. Taking us about an hour and a half to get everything else sorted out, so I've got a bit of time to get these 5 leeks in. I'm going to start with the 3 easiest ones first, because they're only in 5-litre buckets. The others are in larger buckets. I need to get the larger spade, to basically the one that I used to dig the holes for the pipes, and that's going to be a lot easier. So I've already got, I've been using the bull planter in the past 2 years, and what an absolute job it is to get that sorted out. So I've come up with something very quickly that's going to help us out. So Granddad Dave's given us a pipe yesterday, and all I'm doing is putting the pipe in, and for be able to push it down, I'm just using the top of a gas bottle just to force it down. Stand on it even, because realistically you should be twisting, but I will come up with something a little bit better than this, to be able to plant these anyways. I do actually have a potato planter, but I don't think it's too big enough. I'll have to have a double check. Actually, I might just good shout that. I'll go and double check with it, but for the rest of them. But in the meantime, I'm going to do it this way. I'm just going to fill the holes with some chicken manure and get these Cumbrian leeks in the ground. There we go. Good job done. It's only 8:30. I'm heading off home now, but them 3 leeks are the early Cumbrians. The ones that I've had on the lights early on, because these are more on than the ones in the greenhouse, sorry. So they're all right in here. So that's them. And the 2 here are Joe Mackenzie Cumbrians. So I've got 2 of these to play with. I do really like the look of them. They are nice. I'll definitely get some more next time on, like, and I'll hopefully keep these so that I can get stock from them. It's a little beastie. The idea, I think it's an ant. It's an ant. So yeah, I mean, they're looking clean, looking nice. Can't grumble at all. I'm going to get the other leeks out of the greenhouse and pop them into here, so that they can harden off, because these have already been out here, and the other leeks will be going in here the first week of May. But that's a good start, and I can actually come down in the mornings, next few mornings, and I can just dig them out, not take long, put the pots in, happy days. When it comes to the watering, I don't know what to do within here yet. I might just leave it as it is and just water around the base, or alternatively I might put the 2-litre pots in the middle again, across here. But as of from this morning, what I want to get done, that's me sorted and done here. Time to head home, get the kids schooled off, help Leslie out, then head to work. Late this week, so all the work will be getting done in the morning. So I'll see you over the next few mornings.
Good morning everybody, it's now Friday morning. I'm not really getting a lot done this week with working late, and I've got my weekend of working this weekend as well, and looks like I'll be working from home as well, so I've got lots of things to do today for work and also for the next 2 days as well. Is I'll be finishing at 9 o'clock one day and starting again at 8 o'clock the next. So the video this week will be short-lived, for this will probably be it. So I'll just show you what's happening in the garden and then that'll be sorted.
So everything in the top greenhouse here does need a drink. I'm going to do that now before I go back home to help Leslie with the homeschooling. So the sunflowers are going absolutely berserk. I need to get them sunflowers potted on. The size of them. I need to get them potted up. The leeks, these are the next lot of leeks that'll be going out. The Cumbrians, they're doing all right. I'm sure they've still got a few more. I know they've got a few more weeks to go. There's no roots at the bottom of there yet, but they are coming along. They're nice and clean as well, as I've been spraying them on an evening. I've got the sweet corn up the back there, as you can see. The sweet corn's up, which is a good sign. Swift. I'll give them a drink, obviously, like everything else. Nothing else yet. Nothing on the Stella runner beans. Pumpkin is up, so that's a pumpkin that I want to give to Mr. Bump. Everything else in here, I still haven't potted these leeks up. They're going to be really, really late. But like I say, it doesn't really make a difference. There's no shows. Begonias are coming up. Even these are the peaches and cream ones. The red and the double mixed ones. There's only one coming up the back, I think I can see there. Everything else in here is just enjoying the sunshine. So obviously we've got all the leeks here. The carrots for the carrot experiment are all up, and I've singled them all out, so there's only one per pot. So we'll see how that comes along. Me Peter holding onions, they're doing all right since they've been potted on. I need to bring some more clips down. I need to sort that one out as well because it's not looking too good. Everything else here, let's have a look at the sun gold tomatoes. Since I potted them up, they're dry, but as you can see, the roots are starting to come at the bottom, which is great. So they're going to be a lot better than what they were beforehand. Cucumbers, they're all doing well as well. Everything just needs a drink. These need potted up as well, but like I say, it's getting time and getting sorted out to do. Let's have a look here. So we've got the Harlequin carrots. The mixture are coming through nicely there. I'm just pulling a few weed seeds out there. Don't know how they're getting into the batch, but at least we've got a start on the Harlequin carrots. I was a bit worried about them, to be honest, but they're starting to come up. Nothing yet on the Roma tomatoes that I planted on the 18th. And these Joe's long. I'm surprised I'm only getting 5 out of 2 full chilies, but it is what it is. In at the first tunnel, this is what I'll be doing today. I'm going to give these a quick drink. Then I'm going to just core these holes out very quickly, so it's another task done. Them carrots are coming along fantastic. Them Amsterdam ones, I need to start thinning them out a little bit at the minute. Yeah, I want to get this sorted out. I want to go and water the stuff that's in the second polytunnel that I've put on the top. So because it's been a really warm day the past couple of days. Still getting a lovely spring display. The tulips, I'm sure this is lasting longer than I did the last few years. A lot of things are dying back now as well. But the later stuff's coming through, which is still really nice to see. Whilst I'm on the spring display, there we go. The trees are now coming into flower and into blossom, which is lovely. And it's just after the pear tree has finished its blossom as well. So that should be setting fruit shortly as well. But the apple blossom is looking lovely. It does look nice. You don't appreciate fruit trees when they blossom. I didn't anyways, until I started taking more notice and more attention. But they do look lovely. But yeah, in the second tunnel here, these all need a good wash. They need a good drink even. So that's the task I'm going to get on with. These petunias look like they're doing very, very well, which is a good sign to see. So these are the carrots that I popped into the outside, the buckets outside. I just chucked them straight into the soil. I didn't core holes or nothing like that. I just popped them straight in. These are sweet candle, and as you can see, getting some germination on each bay there. Some there, some there, some there. I think there's only a couple of bays that's not germinated, and that's that one down there next to that one, that one there, and that one there. So I think there's 4 bays not germinated, But everything will get a chance in any case. I'll just keep on pulling the weed seeds out as and when they come. We'll see what happens with them. These are the winter onions that I put in. The mix of red and white. Now, of course, I just chucked them all straight in. Wasn't really paying much attention how close I got them. Just try to maximise for the space used. Maximise the amount of produce that I get out of this little bed here. Of course, I'm just going to weed this out very quickly. But I wasn't expecting much from them. But they're all doing quite well, to be honest. They're all leaning into the sunshine. And next to these, we've got elephant garlic. Now, look at the size of this elephant garlic. It's as big as one of my leeks. Which is, I'm impressed. I'm pleased with the way in which these are coming up, because these were just for stock. I haven't used them in cooking or anything yet. Beetroots, that's in the centres. You can see they're coming up. It's absolutely smashing. So we'll get a beetroot harvest this year. That's just planting in between the rows, using the space that's available. That's all I've done with this entire bed, is just use the space that's available. In the middle greenhouse here, once again, everything needs a drink, and we'll get on with that straight away. These are Peter Edwards Pete's Back Garden onions. They need to be potted up because they're ready to go into the buckets. So it's another task to be getting on with. These giant cabbage need a drink. They've been a bit neglected. It's me not being here yesterday or the day before. Same with the beetroot as well. Need to get these watered. Other side, tomatoes. Tomatoes are recovering from what they were like, which I'm pleased about. However, I'll still be able to use these. Sunflowers, Titan sunflowers, once again coming on all right. Red cabbage, doing fine. More tomatoes. They are looking a little bit better than what they were. So I'll probably end up using these myself, and using them for the community garden as well for Leslie. The leeks, eating leeks are coming on fine. It's the easiest thing to do in the world, these leeks. Just pop them in a pot, leave them to go, pencil thick, put them in the ground. Straightforward. Let's have a look into the other two greenhouses and the back cabbages, and that's me going to go get sorted for watering. Not that you can see much, but the cabbages are in. Obviously they've bedded in well. They're covered. They say they're a bit off colour with the cold weather spell that we've had, but they're in. They'll get their chance. They'll recover. I'm not expecting any of these leaves to be on the plant when it comes to lifting up time. And they've got the good engine underneath them to start firing away. Let's have a look in here. This will be one task that I do get sorted out on one of the first days of when I've got my 11 days off in the coming weeks. I'll probably get this done a little bit quicker, actually. I'll do this before that. I've taken all the bubble wrap down because it's just been a nuisance. I'll probably lose some of this stuff anyways, but I'll see what it is, what's there, and see if I can get anything from them. Marigolds that I sowed, I'm getting some, not as many as I want. I want to take these out because they're no good. These were the first ones that snowball turned into purple top Milan, which I messed up. Actually getting some bushel sprouts, so I need to get them potted up as well. We've got Cayenne chilies there, which are for chilies who like warm climates, they've absolutely thrived in here. They're absolutely fine. Not too bad for my own saved seed, which is good. Quality onions, they're all in. I need to get these let's say sorted out, but they're reaching, they're growing. It's a fantastic sign. They're getting bigger, which is great. So time will nearly be here for me to pop all of these into the ground in this building. I'm still picking spring cabbage. I can't get out of the size of some of these. It's absolutely nuts. Might take a couple of these home, the leaves themselves, and get Leslie for the garden day for covering up. But we'll see what happens anyways. Right, time for the bottom greenhouse. So into the bottom greenhouse, as you can see, left hand side, we've got the giant red cabbage just sitting there nicely after being potted up. We've got I think there's Yorkshire Giants at the back here. Yep, Yorkshire Giants, which are doing well. These are in 5 litre buckets at the minute. They need another drink. They need a drink. So look underneath, starting to come through the roots at the bottom. So they will be going into the ground. Oh, sorry, not going into the ground. They'll be going into the pots, 30 litre pots, not too long, which is good. On the back side here, we are all ready and prepped. The ground is prepped for tomatoes and cucumbers because the heavy tomatoes and heavy cucumbers are going to be going into here. Them king pods are this side's doing well, the other side not so much, but we'll see what we can get from them. The leeks for seed, they're coming up great, and this onion is starting to develop an early seed head. I've just spotted there, which is good. That's what I want. Got a couple of croissants here. I'm just gonna leave. I don't know whether I leave them. I'll just take the tops. Take the tops for more plants. Might do that, I don't know. Right, so moving on to the seedlings. Let's see what we're getting so far. Best of all, we're getting 1, 2, 3, 4 germinated, 5 germinated. Nothing else yet. The purple top Milan, another loose germination. Brussels sprouts, another loose germination. Snowball turnip, as you can see, and the broccoli, as you can see. Same with the cauliflower. A good result with the cauliflower so far, so that's a good sign. Full 100% pots. But that's it.
So I've just quickly watered everything as best and fast as I can. I've got a mental list now. I'm going to write down when I get back home and I have my cup of coffee. The things that I need to get sorted out. Things like obviously potting things and what needs potting now, what needs moved forward, what needs moved in, when things need to go. Some of these leeks can actually go into the tunnel once I get the tunnel sorted out. I've got to have the one thing I want to get done this morning was to bevel the holes out of the polytunnel. I don't think I'm going to get a chance to do that. I'll have to see what I can get done over the next couple of days. I am scheduled an early finish on Sunday, so I might come down for a couple of hours on Sunday afternoon and finish the video off. Now, some exciting news. It's not for me, but it's for somebody else. Monty from My Family Garden has been accepted, and he's sent some footage in for a popular programme on television, which I'm sure you've all heard about. If you don't follow Monty, go over to My Family Garden, hit subscribe, and watch a few of his videos. He's just an absolutely fantastic bloke. He would do anything for anybody, and he's got lots of good tips and stuff as well. And once again, the YouTube community and the garden community all come together as well. Now, he got some exciting news. He sent some footage into Gardener's World, and they have accepted to use his footage. So tonight on BBC Two at 8:30, Friday, the 25th of April, he will be on Gardener's World, which is an absolute fantastic feat. So absolutely well done, Monty. Congratulations. I'm not going to be able to watch it tonight as I'm working till 9 o'clock, but I'll definitely catch up on it on BBC iPlayer when I get a chance to. But well done. Hope everybody tunes in, and once again, congratulations from me and everybody here as well. So that's me for today. I'll catch you all tomorrow or on Sunday. I'll definitely see you again. Hello, good morning. Saturday morning. I've just come down the plot. I've got an hour before I start work. I've started work from home, so I've got about half an hour extra to play with. Like I say, 15 minutes basically. So I've just come down to the garden to do a little bit this morning before I start work, and then I'll be back down tomorrow afternoon to do another hour, and that'll be this week sorted. I've just knocked this together. So as you've seen when I planted these 5 leeks, the tube that I got off Grandad Dave, and it worked a treat. So all I've done this morning is just knocked a couple of bits of wood on the side and a big bit of wood on the top so that I can actually push down. And then all I need to do is get me pot in a minute, because I'm not quite ready for the leeks. Put the pot in the hole, then that's that ready to be planted out. So it's going to save a bit of time going forward. So I'm going to get the rest of these done, and then see what else I've got left to do on my list of things, because I put a list together last night.
There we have it. That's them 4 done, so that's preparation done. Pleased with that. I'm thinking here that potentially I could have moved these back a little bit more towards that way, a little bit more, as there's loads of space in the back. But c'est la vie, I'll have to do it on this side instead. But yeah, I'm pleased with how things going. But to be quite honest, I'm not going to do it, but like I say, I want to keep them 20 inches apart. I could stick another row in there, Oh, nearly fell over there. I could stick another row of leeks in there, but from the mistakes that I made last year, I'm not going to. I might ask. I might see if it's a possibility instead of having, let's say, 40 in. Ah, no, I'm not. Don't even think about it, Dean. Learn from your mistakes. Just keep them in, see how they go this year, then we'll see what happens next year, because I'll change this around next year. So yeah, that's them in, that's them sorted. That's another job ticked off the list of things to do. Fantastic thing. Fantastic. The amount of times I've spent with a small one, just knocking it down, lifting it up, putting the bucket 10 times per hole. I've just done it with one hole, and it's the right size down, it's the right depth for what I want for the 5 litre buckets, and it takes it all out and it comes out nice and easily with the soil as well. So I recommend making yourself, knocking something together just like that for to dig your holes out if you've got a large pot. Right, that's me done for this morning. Quick peek at what I've managed to sort out. 5 of the 8, the Mackenzie leeks potted up. They're going to be the last ones going in. Everything else in here is looking absolutely tipped up. I'm absolutely over the moon with it. Maybe it's a little bit behind, but meh, it is what it is. I've also got these sunflowers potted up as well. These are the 3 sunflowers from the big head, 42.5 centimetre head. Sorry, you can't really see that, but I definitely know that these 3 are from them. And I've got another 4 here which need to be potted up. These are 2 of the, once again, the big headed sunflowers. So they're the same as. I'll just try and move these, because these 2 are the next ones I'm going to be doing. Oh, there, so I'll just drop that on the floor. So all these 5 that I've got here are the same. Well, they should be anyways. I'm a bit conspicuous of this one. I think that might be the tall one. But them 5 are the same. And I've also got 2 of the tall sunflowers here as well in the pots. So we'll see. I'll have to pot them up as well when I come back down. So that's them done as well. Into the first tunnel. I've of course got these holes sorted out. So there's only 4 of them, but hey, what a job with that. That's going to save a lot of time in the future as well. I've replaced the 5 litre pots because I need the pots for the leeks basically. I put 3 litre pots in here just to keep the space so compact. So that's them sorted out. So that's another good job done. But hey, what a difference that thing's going to make. Right, home time. Let's go get prepared for work, and I shall see you tomorrow or later on. See what I get done. I've got a few things I want to pot up at home, which is on my list to do, and other things I need to get sorted as well. Little or nothing. So I'll catch you next time. Hey everybody, it's still Saturday. I'm on my lunch. I tell you what a difference it makes from being able to work from home. I've had a great morning this morning. Nice, nothing too strenuous. I've been able to see the kids on my break as well. And it's now lunchtime, so I've just come down to the greenhouse on this glorious day, and I've gotten a few more seeds sown. So let me show you what I've gotten sown. Now, I already had a few of these sown already. I don't know if I can't even remember if I actually showed you these or not. I've got some long cucumbers sown and some heavy cucumbers sown. I think I found some loofah seeds. So I've put them in. I'm not expecting much from them actually. I'm going to see if I can get some more. I've got a begonia here. In fact, I did show you the begonia, I do remember. I've got some Joe's long chilies sitting underneath there. There is some big tomatoes in there as well. So the giant tomatoes are on their way there, as you can see. I've just this second done the 6 common cucumber. One of the good things is 5 seeds. Got this from DT Brown. 5 seeds. Actually got 6. Hey, happy days. Bonus plants. And I've also put in a few 4 runner beans from the 27-inch runner bean that Stephen Willie provided me. I think it was you, Will, that provided me with them. It was either you or Steve Martin. I do apologise. I've got that much seed and I've put them all in the same bag. And I've got me aloe vera there, which looked like it was dying back. A few roots on the bottom, so I've just bottled it up again. But other than that, the seeds that I've managed to get sown, I am going to put some, because I found another set of sweet peas, and my sweet peas have not done too well in the ground next door, so I'm going to pop these in now and see what I get out of them, because I didn't get many of them ones because the mice ate them, so I'm going to protect these. But that's what I've done so far on my lunch break. I'm going to go and have my dinner. I'm going to have a quick catch up and see Bothin Ali. Monty on Gordon's World from last night, because I didn't get a chance to see it last night, so I'm going to go and have a quick watch while I have my dinner. Once again, congratulations Monty on your TV debut. Nice to see you on time for a change. Anyways, I'll see you next time I see you.
Good afternoon. It's now Sunday afternoon. I've got a lot of the video sorted out. I'll show you very quickly what I've done in here last night, and then I'll be heading down to the garden after I finish work. I'm on my last break at the moment, and I get some more things sorted out.
I sowed these sweet peas yesterday again. So it says from January to October, May to October, so we'll see what happens here. I've sowed 25 seeds in these 8 here, and all I've done is put the cover over the top, and that's them sorted.
Got some compost delivered yesterday, and what I've done is I've filled up the wall full of compost, ready to go for some plants. So the plants are up on the windowsills inside the house. We've got lots of things, petunias, we've got the Livingston daisies, we've got all sorts on there that'll go at the minute, so we should have plenty of flowers in here for the summer.
Very quickly into the shed here, them swede are going to need to be taken down to the allotment, so I'll take them down once I've finished work, because they do need potting up. They're reaching right at the bottom. It hasn't been long since I actually potted them up, but as you can see, the roots are coming out of the bottom. I don't know if I've already shown you or not, but they need to be potted up into 2-litre pots or 3-litre pots. Same goes for these as well. The kohlrabi is absolutely flying. Now I've got these under the Spider Farmer SF1000. Since I changed them around, a hell of a difference for these. They've made it such a massive change. So I'll be taking the stuff that's ready at the back here. A lot of these giant red cabbage as well. As you can see, roots are flying out the bottom there, which is fantastic. So I'm going to be taking them down as well. My heavy leeks, I've got 10 altogether. I need to get them in some daylight, to be honest. They're doing really well. They are responding well under the lights, but I'm ready for potting up. I might even pop these into the 30-litre bucket, the 40 litres, but I'm only going to put 30 litres of compost in. So that's a task I'll get done next week. I'll get all of these taken down to the allotment. I'll get these 8, so 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, there's 8 altogether here. And I'll take 2 big ones down as well and get them potted up. So that's what I'll get done next week, so you'll see that next week in any case. So
just come down to the garden just after work. I'll show you what I've done, and that'll be me signing off for the week.
Moved a few things around and potted a few things up. The tumbling top, yellow tumbling tom tomatoes, I've just sorted them out. They were in the small 1-litre pot, so I've just potted them up now with some cracking root systems on these ones. The bluebell from the eyes that I potted on, obviously the bluebell potatoes that are up here, the chits that I took off, the smaller ones, that's what I potted up here. And as you can see here, starting to get a few small plants here, which is a good sign. I've potted the sunflowers up here as well, so and stake them up and just put a couple of ties on them, give them a good drink. So getting them sorted as well. The kohlrabi and the red cabbage. The red cabbage is not quite ready to be put on yet. I thought it was, but it's not. I'm going to leave that in there a little bit longer. Let it take up all of the space in the pot. Kohlrabi here, I've potted up 2. I'm slightly confused with these actually. I know this one's definitely a kohlrabi because it's got the kohlrabi classic shape. But the other ones, I know, I'm in 2 minds. I have asked for help. Now, the leaves on them are all very similar, which is a good sign. But they haven't shaped out like this one, because that's what the kohlrabi looks like. Now, these are all giant kohlrabi, so they might be growing a bit differently. That one might just be growing like a normal one. These ones might be growing a bit bigger, then develop out. That might be the way forward with it, but in the meantime, what I've done is I've potted up the 2 that needed to be potted up. The other ones have started. Of course, that's going to need potting up as well, so I'm going to pot that up and get that one potted up as well. Hopefully they all are kohlrabi. I think that's the seed I got from the EGVGA pack, and we'll see how that goes with them. And so no change in here from yesterday. I will be bringing the leeks in from the greenhouse, and I'll just line them up all the way along the back so that they can get out here and harden off, because it'll not be long before they're going into the ground. I've got my trusty tape measure, so let's do the first measure of the air and see what they're like when we put them in, and take obviously measurements going forward as well. Now, I don't have my camera stand to measure all of them, but the first 3 are just under 6 inches circumference. It's a good sign. Let's get the 2 bigger ones measured. And these ones are currently measuring at 7 1/4, which is a good sign. So I'll just write that down. I'll write it down on here, just so we've got a date and the time and the, sorry, not time, the date and the size, and we'll see how they progress over the weeks and months to come. But I'm absolutely moving over the moon with them ones, which is fantastic. Right, let's have I'll take you down to the bottom of the greenhouse and show you what I've done in there. Oh, some nettle tea. Look at the fermentation in that. It's absolutely honking. It stinks. Right, let's show you in here. So I brought the swede, the giant swede in here. So they're just sitting here for a while. So they're not ready to be potted up. The sunflowers with the big head, I've potted them all into 2 litre pots at the back there, and I've staked them all up as well. So happy days with them. Another quick peek at what's happening in the germination with the brassicas and things. There's a few spaces missing with the broccoli. I'll pop some more seed in there. The Romanesco cauliflower have been fantastic, 100% germination and all of there. Snowball turnips the same, and the rest of them. Sweet best of all has been a pain. I'll just have to pop some more seed in there and see how they come. In the back here, I've popped the 2 benches in for a bit more space, and I've also brought all of the Yorkshire Giants down. So these are the last 2 Yorkshire Giants to bring down. These were the ones that were a little bit behind, and they were in the light, under the lights. They were a little bit different to them ones up there. But so far I've got 2, 4, 6. I've got 8 Yorkshire Giants to play with. Ideally I wanted 10, but it is what it is. Well, that's me for this week. I want to thank everybody for watching. Once again, congratulations, Mothin, on your Gardener's World debut. Well done. I did watch it back, and I thought I did a fantastic job. It was nice to see friendly face on TV again. I'm finishing off now. It's going to be a big week next week, and then the week after it's going to be a huge week, because I'm going to have plenty of time off to get things sorted. I'm going to put a list together, be planting out leeks, planting out onions, getting things sorted, getting everything ready to settle down. And like I say, they should have some more things germinated by then, so we'll get some potting on done. I'll be emptying out the shed at home, bringing stuff down here. So still lots to do. I look forward to the next couple of weeks. Next big milestone will be 3,000 subscribers. We're not too far off, so 200 subscribers away, I think. We'll have to come up with something for 3,000. It's a big number. And I'll say I kind of get jogged down, unfortunately, to do his Highland Jake, as a couple of people have mentioned. Look out for this Wednesday. I'll be doing a live video, and I'll see you all on there for another fortnightly lockdown live. And I shall catch you all next week. So see you all next time.